Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. So, if you've seen my last reading vlog, I talked about my dog and having to put him down, and that's been really rough. I'm finally starting to feel okay with it. Like, I know he's at peace. And I miss that little booger more than I miss that little booger. But today we are going to be talking about a readathon that starts in about an hour and a half. It starts at midnight British summertime, but I am in Arizona, so it's an 8-hour difference. I googled it, so it starts at 4 o'clock my time, and it's Becca from Becca&theBooks 48-hour BookOpoly readathon. I'm not gonna stay up for 24 hours to read or for 48 hours, but I thought I wasn't gonna do this readathon because I thought I would have to work. But luckily I'm off the rest of today, I'm off tomorrow, and then I don't go into work until late on Sunday. So that's perfect to do this readathon. But then everything happened with YY, and I don't know if I want to read. Like, I love reading, but I don't know. So if you guys are watching this, it means that I decided to partake. If you guys are not watching this, then it doesn't matter. So I'm still kind of deciding. I kind of really want to. I think it'll be fun, but at the same time, I don't know if I want to. So the first part of this readathon that you should know, I will link the announcement video down below, and I will direct you over to Becca&theBooks, her channel. She's kind of the one who inspired me to do a BookOpoly in the first place, so I thought it would be really cool. But she has a 2019 board and a 2020 board. And she already did her first turn. The first turn, she takes one turn on each board, and you can pick which board for that turn you want to do, because like me, I'm not much of a fantasy reader, but she's a big fantasy reader, so it would be hard for me if she landed on fantasy to find a fantasy book. I mean, not impossible, but it would be pretty hard. So she's giving you 2 different options per turn. And her first turn for the 2019 board, she landed on paranormal. And I quickly went through my books, but I don't know of any paranormal books at the top of my head that would be worth reading right now or that sound interesting. So on the 2020 board, she landed on a chance card. And for her, she has 6 books she doesn't really want to read. She's not super excited about anymore. And 6 books that are at the top of her list of her TBR. And she kind of just mixes them together and picks one of those. So I went with chance, but instead of creating like cards and doing like a number generator, just picking one randomly, I let Twitter pick. So I picked 4 books, 2 that I really, really, really wanted to read, and 2 that I'm not super excited for. So the 2 that I'm not super excited for, the first one is on my July TBR anyway, so I thought I might as well put it on there. But that is The Martian by Andy Weir. I'm not much of a sci-fi person, but this is about this astronaut who gets stuck in space. His crew leaves him behind, and he's kind of orbiting Mars. And that's all that I really know about this one. And I'm just not a sci-fi person usually, so I wasn't too excited about that one. Then this one has been so hyped for so long on BookTube that there is no way it's as good as everyone says. I feel like I should just... I honestly don't even really want to read it ever. I was thinking about just trading it in without reading it. That was Geek, Urilla by Ashley Poston. So this is like a modern take of Cinderella. You take this nerdy girl and she gets a makeover, and you know, there's her prince, and don't know what the food truck has to do with anything, but there's a pumpkin food truck. So it's like a Cinderella type book, and honestly, everyone says it's so freaking good, but I don't think it's as good as the BookTube community has made it seem. Then, the two that I was really hoping you guys would, or that Twitter would pick, the first one is Agatha Christie, who has become one of my new, to me, favorite authors. I've only read 2 of her books, but I have 2 more on my shelf, and I just really love her cozy little mysteries. So I picked And Then There Were None. So these strangers get invited to this mansion on an island, and one by one they start dying. And you have to figure out who is behind the murders, and why are they all getting, like, what's going on? And I just really was so excited for this one to win. Don't worry, I'll tell you which one won at the end, okay? And then the other one, I was trying to be nice to myself, you know, because these are not super big, but, you know, there's words in there. But, you know, so it would take a little bit of time for these, and since after each 12-hour period, there's going to be a new dice throw and a new book to read, I was trying to be super, super nice to myself. So I picked The Walking Dead Volume 2, Miles Behind Us. You know, the TV show, The Walking Dead, zombies, Rick, the gang. Oh my god. So I was hoping this one would win. If not that one, then Agatha Christie. But Twitter done me dirty. Twitter picked Geek Urilla by Ashley Poston. This is honestly the one that I wanted least. Like, I bought it a while back thinking, oh, it's so hyped and everybody loves it, so I'm gonna love it. And then it's been sitting on my shelf, unread, untouched, unloved. So I guess it's about freaking time that I read it, but I don't know. So if I partake in, if you're watching this, then I partook in Becca's BookOpoly Readathon, and this is my first book. The one that I really didn't want to read. I mean, it's not really that big. It's only 200, just kidding, 335 pages, but look at all the words. And I read, like there's supposed to be lots of words, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm not super excited for this book, and I don't know. I really do need a distraction, though, so maybe I should just do it. If you're watching this, then I attempted it. You will see later. Okay, guys, it's been a couple of hours. Okay, like an hour and a half, and I've decided that I'm going to attempt this 48-hour readathon that Becca from Becca&theBooks is putting on. So I've been really excited for it, and I'm not gonna let sad things in life stop me. Just gotta keep moving on, right? Keep going. So Twitterverse picked Geek Urilla for me. And by my face, you might be able to tell that I'm a lot disappointed. This was the one I least wanted, but it's time for the readathon, so let's get reading. Okay, so it hasn't been that long. I'm still in chapter 1, but there's a cute little doggy who her stepmom, Ella's stepmom, is tying the poor little puppy up, and I guess it's like a regular thing to tie him up every day, but I don't know. I'm just thinking about puppies right now. So if I'm thinking about puppies, then I'm distracted, not really. I don't know. I'm only on page 10, so maybe it'll get better. Alright, guys, so I'm gonna get some coffee. Got my Keurig going. And I'm gonna see if I can find Geek Urilla on audiobook, because I'm just not liking it. And I know I'm only a few chapters in, but I just honestly don't see myself finishing it if I have to. So if I can't find it on audiobook, I might see what the second choice on Twitter was. We will see. Okay, so our first reading sprint is over. I might take a little bit of a break because I'm having trouble concentrating on this book. It's not my type of thing. So I made it to page 65. Woo. It's just, okay, there are aspects that I really like. I really like Ella's chapters, or Elle's chapters. I love her point of view. And it's intriguing to me to be from Darian's point of view, because, like, I don't like reading about famous people. Like, I don't really care. It doesn't intrigue me, and I know that a lot of people like that, but not me. However, the way the author is written from Darian's perspective, he is only 18 years old, and he doesn't quite understand why he has such a huge following. So it's interesting to see how a famous person sees themselves and questions, like me. I question myself a lot, probably more than I should, because honestly, I can do pretty much anything that I set my mind to, but I doubt myself a lot. more than I want to admit. And I know that my husband hates that. I know that he hates when I doubt myself. Hi, Jelly Bean. But it's interesting to read from a famous person's perspective of him doubting himself too. So it's not just like somebody like me, you know? It's like everybody kind of doubts themselves at different times. And that's cool to see. But in general, I'm a little bit bored with this book. I'm probably gonna try to finish it. I'm definitely gonna finish it. So I have 12 hours to finish this whole book. After our first sprint, I'm right there. I mean, that's not too bad, right? But yeah, I just don't think I'm gonna enjoy this book. I'll definitely finish it, then I'll be trading it in, unless something drastic happens within the rest of this book, you know, to make me very much change my mind. Like I said, there are small aspects that I do actually like, but generally speaking, this is not a good pick for me. But I gotta give props to the cover, because the cover is just beautiful, right? Even if I don't like the book.
Or is that just a front end?
Cool. So we're on our second reading sprint, but I might take a break because I'm gonna help hubby man make some dinner. Alright guys, I made it to part 2. And sadly, I like these little quotes right here at the beginning of the parts more than I like the book. But that's okay. When I got this, I fell into the hype of BookTube. And I say that I won't do that again, but I probably will. Alright guys, so sprint number 2 is done, and that's how far I got. Page 100. So yeah, I'm not loving this book. You guys should pick like The Walking Dead or something for me, but that's okay. I'm gonna finish it today before the next roll. I don't think it's until 4 o'clock in the morning though, and it is currently 6:30. Just kidding, 5:30. I don't know how to read clock. Apparently 5:30 at night. So I have until 4 in the morning to finish this. I actually think I'll finish it before I go to sleep tonight, but I'm not loving it. Say hi, puppies. Say hi, hubby.
Hi, hubby.
He's making us dinner. What are you making us for dinner?
Fajitas.
Ooh, my favorite. Okay, one of my favorites. Alright guys, so I made it to part 3, so I'm near the end. It is dinner time though, so me and hubby man are gonna eat dinner. So I'm at page 206. I'm just flying through this book. I'm really not liking it that much though. It's not a bad book. It's actually a really good book. I'm just not the right audience for it. I don't like romance much. It's not like super romance. It's just not my style. But I will definitely be finishing this tonight.
I made them super big because the tortillas were super big.
Okay, so I finished Geek Urilla, and it was okay. It's just not really my type of book. It's about, like, it follows this famous person, and quite frankly, I don't care. And there's, like, romance aspect that, again, I just don't care. So there were parts of it that were cute, but in general, I just don't care. But that is my first book for Becca's BookOpoly Readathon. I finished it quicker than I thought I would, considering everything, especially considering that I really didn't love it. Hey guys, so I finished Geek Urilla really early for the readathon. Sorry. Okay, I finished Geek Urilla really early for the readathon, so I debated about reading a paranormal as well, so that I get one book from each the 2019 and the 2020 board. But honestly, I only have like 4 books that are paranormal right now. And I'm just not really feeling it, so I'm not gonna like it if I pick it up. So I'm just gonna skip the second prompt, which is fine. We only technically have to do one of them. And I did it. Didn't love my book. So I want to get that spark for reading back in my life. Come on, Bean. Come on. Okay, so I actually got these during my last reading vlog. And then I had some emotional stuff happen, and I didn't show any of the loot that I got. By emotional stuff, I mean that I had to put my puppy down, and I'll link up here or in the description box, probably in the description box, the Rest in Peace Wyatt video, if you want to go check it out after this. But that day started off really good. We went book shopping and grocery shopping and did laundry, you know, adulting. But I found some really cool stuff at the bookstore. So one thing that I would definitely like to start reading is The Walking Dead Compendium one? I don't know. I'm totally pronouncing that wrong. Compendium 1. So I had the little editions. This is the second one, and I've already read the first one. But this one, there are only 4 compendiums of The Walking Dead. And watch this. I got 3 of them. I got the first 3. So I just need to get the 4th one eventually. But it'll be a while before I actually get there. But let's see if I can see how many issues of this is equal to this. So 1 to 8. So there's only 8. It seems like more than that. I don't know. But I am going to read some of this. Technically, I've already read Chapter 1, Days Gone By, because, like I said, I have this one of it, and I read that this month. So I think I'm just gonna read a little bit out of this. There is no way in heck I'm gonna finish this tonight. But I do really enjoy diving into the world of The Walking Dead. I like this more than the TV show. I actually lost interest in the TV show a while back, so I'm so far behind. But yeah, I'm just gonna read a little bit of this. I'm gonna actually try and talk my husband into finishing one of our Netflix shows. The last ever season of Katie and Alexa is up, and we've actually already watched most of them. We only have 3 episodes left, but that show breaks my heart, and I really want to get my heart broken a little bit. I want to see how that ends. I'm pretty sure it's the last season because they're gonna go off to college after this, and I don't want it to be over. A thing about me is that I get really connected to characters in my books and in my TV shows and my movies. I just get really connected to people, and I'm not ready to say goodbye yet. But honestly, part of this is allergies. It just kind of came up out of nowhere. So I took an allergy pill, but, you know, what can you do? So, yeah, I'm going to read some of this and try and talk hubby man into watching the last couple episodes. Good morning, guys. So, it's currently a few minutes after 8 in the morning, and the second roll was at 4 this morning, so we need to go see what book I'm going to be reading for those rolls, or for one of those rolls. Okay, so I found this on audiobook, and I just started, but it's already like pulling at my heartstrings. Like, I'm following along, and I'm only, hold on, I'll show you. So I'm only on page 10. But he's already talking about how he's not a hero. And that's, I don't know. I'm just really interested. Because he did save a ton of people from the genocide of Rwanda, but yet he thinks that he's not a hero, and I don't know. This inspired the film Hotel Rwanda, which I actually saw in high school. It was part of our curriculum at the time. But I'm gonna read some more, follow along and listen for a little bit. And I will catch you up in a while. This book is really heartbreaking. It's really sad. Hey guys, so I finished An Ordinary Man. So this was really, really sad. I never know what to say about nonfiction books because, like, they're true and it's hard to rate the truth or it's hard to figure out what to say about the truth. This was very hard-hitting and very emotional to read. It helped that I had the audiobook because it was read by him, but the content is just so, it's just hard to read. It's just hard. But I enjoyed it. I don't know, guys. I finished it. It went into, I kind of already knew part of the genocide in Rwanda. But it was completely different coming from, like, a first-hand experience of it. And it has been so long since I learned about it that I just feel like I need to educate myself more. Hi, Jelly Bean. That I need to educate myself more about everything. So, that's all. I might be going to the Dollar Tree a little bit later. My hubby man finally woke up, so I'm gonna let him wake up, get some coffee, and do whatever in the morning. Or, well, his morning. And then we might go to the Dollar Tree. I might look at the Dollar Tree books. Have you ever shopped at Dollar Tree for books? Are there any good ones? I mean, by the time you see this, I probably would have already been there, but you can still leave in the comments below if you shop at Dollar Tree for books or for anything. I love Dollar Tree. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say about this. It was very hard hitting. It was truth, so nonfiction is hard for me to talk about, hard for me to rate, because how do you rate the truth? But it was definitely emotional. But I am currently participating in Becca's BookOpoly Readathon. It's a 48-hour readathon where every 12 hours she rolls 2 sets of dice, one from her 2019 board and one from her 2020 board, and you pick your book based on wherever she lands on one of the boards. But I have finished my second book and I have a couple of hours to spare, so I thought I would film my wrap-up. No. Tacos for lunch.
Yep, tacos for lunch.
So we're out, and we had to get tacos.
Yes.
Thank you. After book shopping.
You want sauces?
So we went book shopping by accident, and then when we get home, we're gonna eat some lunch.
That was a loud truck.
That guy's loud. And then I'm gonna wait for Becca's BookOpoly for the next round. Alright guys, so let me explain to you something. Hi Bubsies! So, if you guys watch my channel, you know that I had to put my puppy down. Wyatt. Okay, he wasn't a puppy. He was getting pretty old. But I'm also explaining to Bella and Jellybean. The vet sent us this pretty card that says, Jellybean, are you listening? It says, friends are like stars. You don't always see them, but you know they are there. Then there's paw prints in the stars. And it says, McDermott family. We are so sorry for your loss of Wyatt. We know he was a very special part of your lives, and he always will be. Please take comfort in knowing he is now at peace. Our sympathy is with you in your time of loss. And then signed. And so you guys, that was very special. And that's awesome that they did that. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, so we are home and we ate our tacos. They were pretty good, actually. But before that, we went to the Dollar Tree and I found 3 really good books there. What you don't know is that my husband so nicely pointed out that there's a thrift store right next door, so if we go there, they might have books. They did have books.
You're welcome.
Thank you. They had a lot of books. So that's actually going to be in my July book haul. So you won't see it till next month. Sorry. But I thought I would show you the Dollar Tree goodies that I got. So I got 3 books. I'm going to start with the one that I'm least excited for, but I'm excited for all of them. But that is Outrun the Moon by Stacey Lee. So I don't really know much about it, but I read the back and it sounded really good, so I'm just gonna read it to you. Through the broken windows, the excited, panicked chattering of girls punctuates the eerie silence that follows. I struggle to get to my feet, but the earth lurches again, bringing with it the sound of splittering wood and more breaking glass. Moments later, Katie, Harry, and Francesca emerge from the courtyard door. They spot me and run. What the heck is going on? Okay, so it says San Francisco, 1906. I've been to San Francisco. It's really nice there. 15-year-old Mercy Wong is determined to break the poverty of Chinatown and in education at St. Clair's School for Girls is her best hope. Ooh, so it's like a prep school. Ooh, I love books that take place at school. Ooh, that makes me even more excited for this book. And then, this one has deckled edges, which I'm not sure if I'm a fan of or not, to be honest. But we will see. So this one is City of Saints and Thieves by Natalie C. Anderson. So I honestly don't know much about this one either, but on the back it says Ocean's 11 meets Blood Diamond. What in the world could I want more out of life? I liked Blood Diamond. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie. And Ocean's 11. Everyone loves Ocean's 11. So this says, in the shadows of Sanjay City, there lives a girl who does not exist. Oh, so it takes place in Kenya. So I don't know a whole lot about it, but honestly, Blood Diamond meets Ocean's 11, I had to grab that. And I got these all at the dollar store, so, you know. And then, this last one I had actually heard of before I I went shopping, and as soon as I saw it, I scooped it up. So that is The Unlikelies by Carrie Firestone. I don't know a whole lot. I know it's a contemporary about how one decision changes everything. I don't know. Sadie is not excited for the summer before her senior year. It will be her first without her college-bound best friend and now ex-boyfriend by her side. So Sadie braces herself for a long, lonely, and boring season working at a farm stand in the Hamptons. But things take an unexpected turn when Sadie steps in to help rescue a baby in peril, and footage of her impromptu good deed goes viral. Ooh. So that sounds good too. This one I've heard of before, and freaking a hardback copy at the dollar store. I mean, they're all hardback, but that's just, I don't know. Do you guys shop at the dollar store for books? Because it seems pretty good. Leave in the comments below and let me know. So we have about 10 minutes before the next roll of the dice to figure out what we're going to read next for this readathon. I feel like I'm doing pretty good on the readathon, so ooh, I can't wait. I'm hoping that I can get one of my books that's actually on my July TBR for this prompt, but we'll see. Alright guys, so you saw me filming a little bit ago, so it's uploading very slow. Well, actually, I just started it. But oh, look at the time. It is 3:59, so we have to go see what our next read is gonna be. 1, 2. Mystery or a thriller, or a book I've been gifted. Ooh, both of this would work really well for me. Okay, there are so many books and so little time. So I have two options. Should I pick a mystery thriller, or should I pick a book that I've been gifted?
A book that you've been gifted.
Alright, thank you.
Yep.
Okay, so Hubby Man said I should pick one that I've been gifted. So one of these I kind of cheated. It's between these two for me. There is 4 Divergent collection, so it's 4 story in Divergent. I have never read this one, and I really should. And my dad got it for me for Christmas last year. So that's a contender. I mean, I have a few that are gifted, but I think it's between 4 and The Safe Place by Anna Downs. So this one's actually a mystery thriller too, so it would work for either, I think. So this was sent to me from the publisher as a gift in exchange for a review. I'm switching it so it works like that. So this one's already on my July TBR, and that would be really great to get something off my July TBR, so I don't have to hustle as much after the readathon. But I will finally be done with Divergent, and they have this on audiobook, so I'm kind of leaning towards 4. But I don't know. I really want to read both of them. Let's see. I'm pretty sure this one's smaller. So that might actually be the deciding factor. 336 pages as opposed to... Oh, that's all a preview of the next book. So, 285 pages. And the text is a lot bigger in this one. So, I think I'm going to go with 4 for my read tonight. We can do it, right? It's been so long since I've read Divergent, though. That's okay. I'm going to do it. This is my pick. It's almost done. 96% uploaded. 2 minutes left. My most recent wrap up. Bella Boop. Hi, Bella. Good girl. Hey, Jelly Bean. Hey, Bean. Oh, you guys are so cute. Hi, babies. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hi, babies. Okay, so I decided that I'm going to keep reading, but I have a bit of a problem. I think I'm going to dive into Morning Glories, and the problem is that it's on my Reading Rush TBR, but I'm running out of books. I only have 2 books that aren't on my Reading Rush TBR that are for July. So, you know what? We'll just move things around and I'll pick a different book or totally different books for the Reading Rush. You know, it's fine because this needs to be read right now. So I just started this book, but I'm already at chapter 3. Well, not that you can see it, but chapter 3. It's like a really quick read, so I'm enjoying it. I was thinking about it, and this is actually the 2 prompts for Becca's BookOpoly this time around were Mystery Thriller and Gifted. The first one I picked was 4 by Veronica Roth, which was gifted to me by my dad for Christmas last year. And this one, even though it's a graphic novel, it is a thriller. It says graphic novel / thriller right there. So I get to do both this time. I didn't have all the prompts for the other ones because she reads a lot of fantasy and like paranormal stuff, and that's not typically my taste, but I am excited to finish this. It doesn't work the same. But it definitely gets kind of scary because it's talking about like someone who's supposed to watch out for the kids at the school is actually out to get them. And that's all I can say without giving away spoilers. Okay, so we just got done with dinner. Like, I'm taking a break from reading. And we started hearing stuff outside, but it's just this crazy storm. So it doesn't look that bad on camera, but whoa, look at that. And there's dust everywhere. It's just crazy. Oh, and it's starting to sprinkle. Hey, hubby! Hubby! Wow.
Said there was a thunderstorm coming in. It was spotted over a different part of the area.
Definitely.
50-mile-an-hour wind.
Oh my gosh.
Freaking crazy. See if you look over here, you see that.
Okay. Woo!
This wind is crazy.
Oh, the dust is getting in my eyes.
I know. I think I'm gonna go
Whoa!
inside before the.
Oh my gosh, guys! This is crazy! Look at that tree! Oh my goodness. Oh, look at the power lines. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh. Ah! Oh my gosh.
Look at this. The camera does not do it justice.
No, not at all. Oh, it's so freaking dusty. Oh, I think the worst part is the dust.
It is.
Oh my gosh.
These power lines just way in here. There's the lightning.
Oh.
The camera definitely saw it.
Ah, I got split. Ah! Okay, I gotta go in. I'm gonna read some more. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So, as you can tell, there's a crazy storm outside. So, I'm gonna finish this graphic novel, Morning Glories. This is actually my last chapter. I like the little design. So, Jellybean is terrified of the thunder. There's scary noises outside, so he's cuddled all close. So we're gonna cuddle. I'm gonna finish this book and see where to go from there. That much. I can finish that easy. Okay, so I was wrong. There was a chapter 5 and a chapter 6. But this was an interesting read. I don't think I'm gonna continue with the series. There's a lot of language that I don't like to read, you know. Some people don't care, but it's just not my thing. And it's really twisted. And I love twisted, like reading twisted stories and things like that, but this is a little bit too twisted for me. So it was good. I think I'm gonna give it 3 stars, you know, but I'll never read it again and I won't continue with the series. Okay, so I guess we're kind of going backwards in the readathon because I only picked 1 book per turn. Like, you only had to pick one of the 2 prompts that Becca at Becca&theBooks rolled, and so I was only doing 1. But since I have so much time and it's a dark and stormy night and there's nothing better to do but read, I'm gonna go backwards. So the second prompts were read a diverse book or read recommended reads, and this one I feel like you guys are gonna say I'm like cheating, but it's a book. It's just a middle grade, so it's really easy to get through. And that's kind of what I need right now during this readathon. And yet again, it is another book that I was supposed to save for Reading Rush. But I suck. So I will have to do another TBR video and pick out different books. But this is James and the Giant Peach by Roald Dahl. This is a recommended book. So I have a lot of books on my shelf that have been recommended to me. The reason that I went with James and the Giant Peach by Roald Dahl is because I'm going to school to be a teacher, and a lot of my professors have told me to read more children's literature, and they specifically told me about Roald Dahl, and that's kind of how I first found this author. Plus, I knew that he wrote Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and I had never read it, so I picked that up, and I've slowly started to read everything that he's written. Okay, this is only like my 4th book, but I'm trying to read everything that he's written, and I'm trying to get better at reading more like middle grade and more children's books, because I'm going to have to do that as a teacher anyway. So if I kind of familiarize myself with it a little bit now, it'll be easier. And plus, look at all these cute little illustrations in there. So this one I feel like is going to be like a cute, fun, quick read. I might even get done with it tonight. We will see. But, yeah, this is my pick.